Hey, you guys, welcome to Monday. It's the first Monday of February, February the 5th, right? And so January just passed by. It just literally passed by. But this is considered a couple things, Black History Month, as well as Valentine's Month, Love Month. And I think it's fitting to talk about purpose. One of the questions that I've put out there as far as a poll is that, do you believe your purpose is one major thing? That I am just here to do this work and that's it. Because I do believe that everything in our life, our gifts, our talents, our experiences that we've had, that we will continue to have, impacts our purpose and who we are. That doing whatever work it is, coaching, teaching, writing, cutting hair, being a barber, construction worker, musician, artist, whatever it is, that is not the only thing that we're here for. That everything that we go through will impact that work. That I believe, yes, we're given gifts, talents, we experience things to help us make us more well-rounded. It is to help us to be able to relate to the people that we need to relate to through, healing, through, work in their business, through family, because all of that through taking care of your health, and that's why I have Fulfill Your Divine Purpose. But it's not just doing that work. It's actually doing the work and taking care of your body and taking care of others, the people that impact your work, so that you can enjoy the fruit of your labor. There's so many things that are going on. I even did a screenplay and how we can become so involved in our work that we're not listening or paying attention to others. People that need us the most, our children, teenagers. We still have, teenage pregnancy. We still have teenage suicide, children's suicide, kids suicide. We still have mental health diagnoses that are out there. People are still struggling with being overweight, underweight. We still have, children that do not know how to read as adults. There's so many gaps that are along these paths that we're taking, that it's not just about success and, material success. But I believe when we have spiritual success, when we have that foundation and knowing that everything plays a role in who we are, that we need balance, physical, mental, social, spiritual, financial balance in order to really enjoy the fruit of our labor. Because we can go through those emotional roller coasters. I'm going through them, where, 1 minute you feel this way, your emotions tell you to kind of feel this way. You should, be angry, frustrated. And the next minute you're like, no, because I believe that there's a plan for all of our lives. I believe in intuition being, God speaking to us, telling us, okay, do this. Nature, God, is not about rushing. It's not about, okay, you come here, you do this work and you leave and that's it. But about loving ourselves, because the greatest commandment is to love others as you love yourself. So that tells us that we have to love ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves mentally. We have to, and use whatever it may be, prayer, affirmations, for you, if it's going to church, if it's reading the Bible, the Quran, whatever it may be, that puts you in that spiritual place to realize that my work isn't just work. My work is everything that comes to me, that I experience, that is to bring out the best in me. We hear people getting dehydrated, after, and not realizing they were dehydrated. People go into the hospital because they're overstressed, panic attacks, anxiety attacks, stress, depression, internally sad, trying to heal from the inside out and projecting their pain on others, stepping on others as they are trying to achieve whatever they are trying to achieve. It's nice. I mean, who doesn't want a nice house or houses, nice car, a bank account that supports your lifestyle, being able to pay for things with cash, being able to help others. Yes, we do want that. But at what price are we paying to get that? Are we there for those that need us the most? Or when our children come up and they have a question or concern or experiencing bullying, do we nip those behaviors and actions in the bud? Do we listen to them? And I know how it can be, but when it's stressful, it's because we're not living in the moment. It's because we are in some future moment of work that we have to do, instead of being in the present and really understanding and listening and engaging with those that we say we love, that are part of our life, our lives, our children, our mothers, our grandmothers, our grandfathers, cousins, aunts, uncles, whoever you choose to interact with, right? Because you have a choice in that. That even through not interacting with people, because maybe you're healing from the inside out, is still part of what makes you, what makes you you. Because whatever you're going through, whatever your experiences, somehow, some way impact you. How you respond to these experiences will go into the work that you are doing, right? And so when we think about purpose, fulfill your divine purpose, I believe our divine purpose is to reflect the truth. And it's through our talents and our gifts and our experiences that we are reflecting this truth that made us, that we're using that to spread love. And if we're doing it the right way, we're showing ourselves love, because what you give to others, what you express to others, is what you're often expressing to yourself. So whether it's love, whether it's hatred, whether it's divisiveness, whether it's jealousy, whether it's stress, whether it's rush, because God is not about rushing. There's a perfect time and a perfect place for everything. And it's really grounding ourselves in those truths. It's really taking a step back and becoming more objective as we go through this path of reflecting our truth and understanding and really mastering our minds and mastering those emotions of feeling rushed, feeling stressed, feeling, whatever it may be, doom and anxiety, depression, really mastering that. And I think what really does, because, as a trained health professional, you see so many people that look, and including myself, we often look on the outside for answers instead of looking on the inside. Look to medications. We look to doctors to tell us how we feel instead of asking ourselves, how do you feel today? What's going on with you today? And it's when we take these internal, consistent reflections of ourselves, I think, are we able to get to the root cause of many of the diseases and mental health conditions that we have. Just because my mother, it was so pivotal, of one of her life lessons is just because somebody else is going through something doesn't mean you have to. Just because somebody in your family is depressed or have anxiety attacks or whatever it is they're going through doesn't mean you have to. Through life, we are to evolve to the highest form of ourselves, and we already have that. That self, that highest self, is who created us, the master spirit, right? And so it's through daily that we realize that there is order, and sometimes what may feel like disorder. There is a plan for our lives. Everything works together. And if you sit back and you see that, Brian McKnight sung it in his song, right? I'm not going to sing it, but step one, step two. But, even there is an order. there is a way that, there's knowledge that comes to us and tell us what to say, what to do, to get the most impact. And it's not something that is just daily like this, because it knows our body needs a balance of rest and activity. You don't have to be a heart statistic. You don't have to develop these conditions that research that is out there. Research is important, but it's not a determinant of your life. And I found that out through my healing. You don't have to go through what other people go through. You choose the more. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care of yourself. Have a fantastic Monday. Have a fantastic week. And really just be present in everything that's going on in your life as much as you can. Be present. Look for those clues. Listen with your hearts. Many of the principles I will continue to talk about in this group, Fulfill Your Divine Purpose. I also have my podcast, Create a Generational Love Cycle, and through my social media posts. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care of yourself. And as always, make this lifetime great, because you still can.